Google tends to be the place that most of us think to start any kind of search for any kind of information, because Google searches everything, doesn't it? Google has a couple of significant problems when it comes to finding scholarly academic publications. The first is that Google searches a wide variety of information. Look at the results here for this search on the history of gender and Chinese Americans in San Francisco. Most of the first results coming up are not scholarly academic publications. They're sites like Wikipedia or History.com, which is a armchair amateur history type of magazine. The second problem is that most of the scholarly sources that Google finds will be behind paywalls. So even if you specify that we're looking for peer-reviewed journal articles, most of the sources we find are going to ask us to pay for access. Finally, Google pulls up too many results. Look at the number of search hits here. Almost 2 million. And there is no way to sort out the ones that you want, minus using Google's general sub-searches for things like news, video, and images. So what about Google Scholar, Google's specific search that claims to search for just scholarly materials? Not all scholarly sources are available through Google Scholar, but Google Scholar's biggest problem is that it's not good at filtering out different disciplines. In other words, you're trying to find research from the field of history. Google Scholar has no easy way to ignore articles from other disciplines. The only real filters that it has are for date and whether or not you want to include patents and citations, neither of which are very helpful when it comes to focusing in on a particular subject area like history.